In this video, I'm going to share with you the 4 most important mechanics that you need to rank up immediately. Before we get into the video, my name's Dice. I'm a top 27 1v1 SSL who got there on 8 hours in the past 2 weeks. And why that's important is because in this channel, I try to teach people how to get the highest rank possible with as little time as possible, so you can allocate that time towards other things like school, like work, like other entertainment activities, like hanging out with friends. Maybe you want to play other games. Maybe you want to watch more YouTube. Whatever it is, you now have more time because you don't have to spend as much time on Rocket League to get the same rank that you could get in a fifth of the hours. Some people are spending 60, 70 hours in the past 2 weeks. That's insane. The first mechanic is going to be the speed flip. If you don't know the speed flip, you're kind of kicking yourself in the foot, because the speed flip is the most important mechanic in Rocket League, in my opinion, and I'll explain why. First of all, someone who does the speed flip versus someone who doesn't on a kickoff, the person doing the speed flip, if they're doing it correctly, is going to win every single time. Secondly, someone that's speed flipping versus someone that's not, the person that's not speed flipping is going to get beat to boost. They're going to be slower on the field, and they're not going to have the same arsenal of mechanics that someone that can speed flip has. Like someone that can speed flip can do a speed flip in the air, which is also known as a pre-flip in the air to get an air dribble setup, or they can do a pre-flip into multiple chain resets. They use the speed flip mechanic to do these things, and their speed flip can do so many things. I really recommend you learn it. I have a video on my channel about the speed flip. I'll put it down in the description below if you want to learn it. It takes pretty much no time at all. It's super easy nowadays. Just go watch it. Mechanic number 2 is shooting. A lot of people actually don't value the skill of shooting. Shooting really good shots over and over and over again is pretty much what gets people to the highest ranks. Because once you get to a certain point, when you can consistently put pressure on someone and keep wasting their boost until they're at literally 0 boost, they're not going to be able to save your shot. But if you keep making them uncomfortable, eventually it's going to get to the point where they're in a bad enough spot where the next shot is going to go in. And I really recommend going to one of the training packs I have on the screen here. Mechanic number 3, dribbling and flicking. Dribbling is so important, especially in 1v1, but even in 2v2. If you guys watch Flake's 2v2 Road to SSL, I don't think he went in the air for a goal a single time. The majority of his goals were dribbling and flicking and passing and just playing your regular game. There's no crazy mechanics, and spoiler alert, the last mechanic isn't a crazy mechanic either. And you'll notice I'm only saying basic mechanics because that's what I did, and that's what I can tell you works for sure. I'm not going to sit here and make up mechanics just for content. I'm going to be honest with you and tell you what actually works. So when you're dribbling, you have at least 4 different options. Option 1 is a low 50. Option 2 is a flick. Option 3 is an air dribble bump. And option 4 is a pass. And those all stem from dribbling. And when you have this many options, your opponent, they have to just guess and try to pick which one you're going to do. But based on your opponent's defense, you can change what you're going to do. Number 4, it's going to be recovery. And once again, it's not one mechanic, but someone that can recover really fast is going to be the best player on the field. Because someone that, let's say they go for a flip reset, they mess it up, and they're kind of last back. If they can recover really quickly, maybe they use the ceiling, maybe they do a zap dash, maybe they're just wave dashing really fast and they're back before the play is even in their net. That is going to be such a valuable player because they're the fastest player on the field. You'll notice that if you watch top level players like Zen, Ahmed, apparently Jack, these players are pretty much always supersonic speed, and that's because of how fast they can recover, and it's because they're doing the speed flip when they're rotating, which I talked about in the first mechanic of this video. I do have a mechanic guide. I'll link that in the description as well, but these mechanics are very important. But at the end of the day, it's not the mechanic that makes the player, it's how you use these mechanics. A bronze doing these mechanics perfectly is not going to be an SSL doing these mechanics at, you know, a fourth of the skill that the bronze is. It's just about game sense and applying that game sense to the mechanics. Knowing the mechanics, doesn't make you a good player, just like knowing how to write with a pencil doesn't make you a good writer. I hope this video was helpful. Real quick, I also have a Discord server where I help people out. They send me clips. I'll tell them what they could have done better. You guys can also find people to play with. If this video helped you guys out, please be sure to like and subscribe. It really does go a long way. I'll see you on the next one, and write down in the comments what kind of videos you guys want to see. Peace.